All the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here. This is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Miller. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Miller running right. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Raiders had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs. Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Escaping the pressure right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Airing one out for Boyd. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's Hill again on 2nd down. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action. It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On second down, it's Hill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. In motion left, Flowers. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. We're scoreless after 1. Here's a 2nd and 5. Pistol. Here's Hill. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
1st and goal from the 6. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And running with power here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield to hit.
Let's go. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now a handoff coming left, Evans. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
He may go back to the huddle and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw again is Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. There he goes right side. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Evans. Broken tackle. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Evans. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this... And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! It's the fullback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand-new ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now it's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. Down to about the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll roll him out right. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They'll go right back to Evans here on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
From the 23, here's a second down and 9. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They're going to look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So matching field goals here to begin this third quarter of play, and we are tied again.
And this is how it's been all game long, very much like a boxing match. Each team counter-punching each other, neither gaining a clear advantage.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation. But instead, they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more. His throw incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Back to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
This will be fielded at the 17. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, You have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They work now on 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 75 yards on the ground for Evans as that last run a 1st down.
Well, sometimes, Brent, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. 2nd time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
On 2nd down, Evans looking for space. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Let's get that touch.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run again. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Carlson able to put this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Jackson. Connects with Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Trayvon Merrick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Here we go. Here we go.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, it's Evans. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing, Jackson. Connecting with Hill. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Hill. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Well, CD, for the losing losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway